The rise and fall of Anil Ambani, from $42 billion to zero net worth. Hook in 2008, one Indian businessman stood among the richest people on earth. His wealth was estimated at more than $42 billion. He controlled telecom networks used by millions, massive power projects worth billions, financial institutions, infrastructure companies, and even a Hollywood film production business. At that moment, it seemed like nothing could stop him. Global magazines ranked him among the top 10 richest people in the world. But just over a decade later, something unbelievable happened. The same man stood in a courtroom in the United Kingdom and made a statement that shocked the entire financial world. He said his net worth was zero. How does someone go from controlling a business empire worth billions to declaring zero wealth? How can such a dramatic fall happen so quickly? And more importantly, what can investors learn from this story? This is the incredible rise and dramatic collapse of Anil Ambani. A story of ambition, risk, debt, competition, and one of the most dramatic wealth destructions in business history. The beginning of the Ambani empire. To understand Anil Ambani's story, we need to start with the man who built the foundation of this empire, Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani was one of India's greatest entrepreneurs. He did not inherit wealth. He did not come from a powerful business family. Instead, he started from extremely humble beginnings. In the 1960s, he began as a small trader dealing in textiles and commodities. Over time, through relentless ambition and smart business strategies, he built Reliance Industries into one of India's most powerful corporations. Reliance expanded from textiles into petrochemicals, refining, energy, and manufacturing. Dhirubhai also revolutionized Indian investing by bringing millions of retail investors into the stock market. For decades, Reliance was considered one of the most trusted and admired companies in India. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, the company had become a massive business empire. But in 2002, everything changed. Dhirubhai Ambani passed away, and with his passing came a major challenge: succession. The famous Ambani family split. After Dhirubhai's death, tensions began rising between his two sons. The elder son, Mukesh Ambani, had been deeply involved in running the core operations of Reliance. The younger son, Anil Ambani, was known for his charisma, financial acumen, and ambitious business plans. However, disagreements over control of the empire soon became public. The conflict between the brothers attracted enormous media attention. It was one of the biggest corporate family disputes India had ever seen. Eventually, their mother, Kokilaban Ambani, intervened to resolve the dispute. In 2005, the empire was formally divided. Mukesh Ambani retained control of the core oil and petrochemical businesses under Reliance Industries. Meanwhile, Anil Ambani received a set of companies that were considered future growth engines of the Indian economy. These included telecom, power generation, infrastructure development, financial services, and entertainment. Many experts believe that the businesses Anil Ambani received had immense growth potential. At the time, India's economy was expanding rapidly. Telecom subscribers were increasing every year. Power demand was rising dramatically. Infrastructure development was becoming a national priority, and financial services were booming. Everything seemed perfectly aligned for Anil Ambani to build a massive business empire of his own. The rise of the Reliance ADA Group. After the split, Anil Ambani formed what became known as the Reliance ADA Group, which stood for Reliance Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group. This group included several companies. The most prominent among them was Reliance Communications, which quickly became one of India's largest telecom operators. Another major company was Reliance Power, created to build large-scale electricity generation projects across the country. The group also included Reliance Infrastructure, which focused on building roads, metro systems, and urban infrastructure. Then there was Reliance Capital, which operated in financial services such as asset management, insurance, and lending. Additionally, the group entered the global entertainment industry through Reliance Entertainment, which even partnered with Hollywood studios. This was an ambitious and diversified business empire, and in the early years, the strategy appeared extremely successful. The peak of success between 2005 and 2008, Anil Ambani's companies experienced remarkable growth. India's telecom industry was booming. Mobile phones were becoming affordable for millions of Indians. Reliance Communications rapidly expanded its subscriber base and became one of the largest telecom operators in the country. Meanwhile, Reliance Power generated tremendous excitement in financial markets. The company planned to build some of the largest power plants in India. Investors believed these projects would transform the country's electricity supply. Then came one of the biggest moments in Anil Ambani's career. In 2008, Reliance Power launched its initial public offering. The IPO created massive excitement across the country. Investors from all backgrounds rushed to participate. The offering raised around 11,700 crore rupees, making it the largest IPO in Indian history at that time. The demand was overwhelming. The IPO was oversubscribed multiple times. For many investors, the Reliance name alone was enough reason to invest. During this period, Anil Ambani's personal wealth skyrocketed. By 2008, his net worth had crossed $40 billion. For a brief period, he was ranked as the 6th richest person in the world. His success symbolized the rise of India's new corporate elite. But behind this extraordinary growth, a dangerous strategy was quietly building up. The problem of aggressive expansion. One of the defining characteristics of Anil Ambani's business strategy was rapid expansion across multiple industries. Each of the sectors his companies entered required massive capital investment. Telecom required billions of dollars for spectrum licenses, network towers, and technology infrastructure. Power plants required huge investments and long construction timelines. Infrastructure projects involved complicated regulatory approvals and significant upfront costs. Financial services required strong balance sheets and continuous capital support. Instead of focusing on one or two businesses and strengthening them gradually, the group expanded aggressively across several industries simultaneously. To finance these ambitious projects, the companies borrowed heavily from banks and financial institutions. Debt levels began rising quickly. At first, this strategy seemed manageable. As long as revenues continued growing, the debt could be serviced. But business environments can change quickly. And when they do, high debt can become extremely dangerous. The global financial crisis. In 2008, the world faced one of the worst economic crises in modern history. The global financial crisis. Financial markets collapsed. Banks became cautious about lending. Credit availability tightened across the world. Infrastructure and power projects started facing delays due to funding challenges and regulatory issues. At the same time, project costs began rising. For companies carrying large amounts of debt, this environment created enormous financial pressure. Revenue growth slowed while interest payments remained high. Gradually, the debt burden started weighing heavily on the group's balance sheet. While the group was already dealing with financial stress, the telecom industry faced a massive disruption. For many years, Reliance Communications had been a major telecom operator in India, but the industry was becoming increasingly competitive. Then in 2016, a new player entered the market with an aggressive strategy that completely transformed the sector. That company was Reliance Jio, launched by Mukesh Ambani. Jio introduced extremely cheap data plans and free voice calls. This move triggered an intense price war across the telecom industry. Consumers benefited enormously because mobile internet became far more affordable. However, telecom companies struggled to survive. Profit margins collapsed. Companies that were already burdened with high debt faced enormous pressure. Reliance Communications was among the most affected. The company's revenues declined while its debt obligations remained massive. Eventually, the company entered insolvency proceedings. The domino effect. The collapse of the telecom business created a ripple effect across the entire group. Reliance Infrastructure faced financial stress as project revenues did not meet expectations. Reliance Capital encountered liquidity challenges. Reliance Power struggled with delays and regulatory obstacles. Credit rating agencies downgraded the group's debt. Investor confidence began to decline. Stock prices of the group's companies fell dramatically. Shares that once traded at thousands of rupees dropped to just a few rupees. Billions of dollars in market value were destroyed. For investors who had believed in the growth story of the group, the losses were devastating. The courtroom moment, perhaps the most dramatic moment in this story, occurred in 2020. A legal dispute in the United Kingdom involved unpaid dues owed to Huawei. During the court proceedings, Anil Ambani made a statement that shocked observers around the world. He claimed that his net worth was zero, from a peak wealth of over $40 billion to declaring zero net worth. It was one of the most dramatic reversals of fortune in modern corporate history. Lessons for investors. This story offers several powerful lessons for investors. The first lesson is about debt. Debt can accelerate growth when used responsibly. However, excessive leverage can destroy even the largest companies. Businesses with high debt become extremely vulnerable during economic downturns. The second lesson is about industry economics. Some industries are far more stable and profitable than others. Businesses with strong and consistent cash flows are generally more resilient. The third lesson is about hype and valuation. During the Reliance Power IPO, many investors bought shares based on excitement and brand reputation. But valuation must always be grounded in realistic expectations about future earnings. The fourth lesson is about competitive advantage. Companies that lack strong competitive advantages can quickly lose market share when a powerful competitor enters the industry. The entry of Reliance Jio dramatically reshaped the telecom market. Companies that could not adapt quickly enough were forced out. Conclusion. The story of Anil Ambani is one of the most dramatic business stories in modern India. It is a story of extraordinary ambition and massive wealth creation, but it is also a story of overexpansion, heavy debt, intense competition, and ultimately financial collapse. From being one of the richest people on the planet to declaring zero net worth. Few stories illustrate the risks of business and investing as clearly as this one. For investors, the lesson is simple. Always analyze fundamentals carefully. Understand the risks of debt. Study the competitive landscape of industries. And never invest purely based on hype or reputation. Because in the world of business, fortunes can rise quickly, but they can fall even faster. Follow Capital Chronicles for more such informative finance and business stories.